My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Wildfrost. Time for us to continue applying, it's not continue applying shells, it's continue buying crowns in order to unlock the next piece of junk, or the next clunker rather. Achieve a 6x kill combo, summon 50 allies, I believe that's it, save for, 15 snow on a single target, 100 damage at a single hit, 50 shell on a single target, 10 allies sacrificed in a single battle, Frost Guardian with a scrappy sword, 5 block on a single target, Gnome Friend, question mark, Feed the Beast, question mark, a couple more for unlocking more charms. I'll try and keep these in mind as we go into our... Gobblefeet, Bluer, or Lockroot. Lockroot gives us an opportunity to try and pick up what we just saw on gain 5 block on a single character, because Lockroot attacks for 3 damage every 3 rounds, and gains a block on kill. However, they are from the Snow Dwellers, which I do kind of think maybe the weakest of the clans. The others have a lot more opportunities, especially up in the final fights, for blocking damage in much more versatile ways. But I think I'm going to take Lockroot here. We've also got Bluer, who also attacks on a counter of 3, which is pretty nice. 9 health, 2 damage, deals 4 additional damage to damage targets, and then Gobblefeet over here with applying 2 snow. I'm just going to take the Lockroot. And of course, you're going to have to get a rename. Lockroot. Or should I call you Abattoth the Second? Welcome back, buddy. Echo. Spike, Sneasel, Loki. I definitely don't want Bushu. Snoof a little less so as well. I'm going to already have a lot of access to snow in this deck. I think it's got to be Sneasel or Loki. Let's take Loki. Largely just because I haven't taken Loki in ages. Time for the first battle. Of course, we have the Dread Bell, the Horde Bell, and the Titan Bell on, so harder boss battles, reduced enemy wave counter, and some enemies are equipped with charms. Speaking of the Gnome Friend, I need to finish this battle without killing this gnome. It does absolutely nothing, as long as I keep it alive. I'm more than happy to do so. I'm going to Flame Water Abattoth so that I can Sunrod them next turn in order to kill the Wild Snoof as well as gain 1 block. Unfortunately, it looks like Loki is about to try and kill the Naked Gnome 50-50. Do I let it try and 50-50 the Naked Gnome, or do I take it back and then start working on Grouchy independently? You know what? Just because it's an achievement, and I am focused on those right now for the sake of unlocking additional things. Oh. Never mind. The new wave doesn't even come out before Abattoth attacks, so I don't have a way of stopping Abattoth from just hitting the Naked Gnome. Alas. Maybe this is the fight that I try and get my 5 block in. I do like snow sticks for keeping a gobbling around. And I want to hit it many more times. I also want to slow down the Winterworm, so I'm more than happy taking a turn like this so that I can get a Sunrod for another strike against the Goblin in the next round. And there's our 3rd block. So now I just need to, without taking any damage from any enemy, take out the Snowbow as well as the Baby Knight. Baby Knight. One of these is definitely going to have to be Woodhead getting played, and then cycling. There's Loki. So if I put Loki directly ahead, it'll sap up both of these hits, and then it's in position to sap up the Winterworm strike next as well. Unfortunately, Loki is aimless, so I'm gonna have to set them on the bottom line if I want them to play ball. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Oh no, Snow Knight got buffed. So Baby Snow... Well, Snow Knight will attack first and then Baby Snowbow attacks Loki. The only problem is Loki could then respond. So if I do this version, the Woodhead blocks the Baby Snowbow. And then Abatoth takes out Winterworm on the top line. And now literally all I need is a way to get Abatoth to attack the Snow Knight in time. Or just to attack in time, frankly. That Baby Snowball on the top line is currently looking like it's either going to kill Abatoth or... Sorry, either going to take away the 5th block instance that I'm looking for the unlock, or kill Loki. None of my card plays really help me in almost any way right now, so... Play a Flame Water and Cycle. This is truly unideal. I have to lose one of the targets on the field unless I want to use Abatoth to kill both of them later. So that would be Snowstick the Snow Knight on the bottom line, Baby Snowbow hits Abatoth, I kill it again later. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Freeze the Snow Knight, especially because I have the ability to freeze the Snow Knight again upcoming if I need to. So Abatoth kills here, gets the Baby Snowbow, and then Loki demonizes the Snow Knight. And then if I Sunrod Abatoth, I should get my 5th instance of block. Oh, no, hang on. Looks like the Snow Knight's trying to act faster than us. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Yeah, come on. Yay! That should be the unlock, right? Right? 5 instances of block on a single character? Yep, we just got it. Ice Master is the name of the achievement. Treasure, Frozen Travelers versus a Bling Snail into another treasure. I mean, realistically, Abatoth's not great at damage. They are pretty good at defense after they dealt good damage, so I really do want more support for them. The second Frozen Traveler seems like a great idea to me right now. Of course, obviously, I wasn't focused around getting bling in that fight. I was much more focused around trying to make sure that we got the ability off, which we did. Having now done that, Frostbell, Spore Pack, and Shroominator. It doesn't make sense to get Shroominator before I have any access to Poison. Poison, Shroom, sorry. Spore Pack itself is some Shroom. Apply 2 Shroom in Barrage. Also a Frostbell for weakening enemies in Barrage. I'm going to take the damage in Barrage. Love to see Berry Sis here. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, Yuki. Whenever anything is snowed, gain equal damage. Pooty. When destroyed, add 1 Frenzy to a random ally. Probably Abatoth, right? And Lawberry, when healed, gain 2 damage. It's gotta be Pooty. I love a good Pooty sacrifice deck. We also have access to Jumbo, Wallop, and Colonel. Colonel, when hit, apply 3 shell to the ally behind. Wallop deals 8 additional damage to snow targets, and then Jumbo has barrage hits, but also hits the ally behind themselves. I mean, realistically, Colonel's probably the best one here for us. And then we focus on damage from our cards for a bit of time here. Let's take Colonel. I don't think I've taken Colonel since, like, the start game, basically. Let's take that off of you and put it on Pooty instead to make it much easier to give Abatoth the second multi-strike so that I can try and get even more charges of block on them. Ooh, in fact, Pooty attacking in 3 turns time would do that dying against the Berry Witch. Actually, I know what I want to do. I'm going to Scrappy Sword Pooty immediately. Abathok now has the multi-hit. I'll put I'll put Woodhead directly in front of the Earthberry here on the bottom line. I guess I could also just freeze them, keep the Woodhead for later. Do I like that? Not so much. I'll freeze it next turn. I'm playing Colonel this turn, actually. So now I freeze Earthberry. Abathok kills it in response, gains a block. And now Colonel has the ability to give 3 shell backwards after taking this hit from the Berry Witch as well. I should definitely Flame Water Abathok before we move past. And now there's the possibility even of Abathok... actually, no, there isn't. I was thinking of striking out 2 targets. That's not going to happen. Reroll. I can throw some poison on the top line, but unfortunately it's not really going to do much to them. Okay. I've settled on attacking the top line because now Abathok kills the Berry Witch and then the Earthberry immediately after. So if I throw out a Scrappy Sword, I can get a 3-time kill combo. Nice. I mean, look, Earthberry, I could block your attack. I could also just not. Both of those are available options for me, I just want you to know. I'm gonna start throwing Snow Sticks at the Goblin in the back line. I should definitely get another unit out on the board if I want to care about trying to get multiple different kills at the same time. So Colonel's gonna kill Earthberry by doing 3 damage. Then Abathok would strike Gobbling 2 times. Do I really want to cycle past this? I could do some damage to Queen Globbery in the background if I really wanted to, but I don't think that helps. I could go for just the 2-time combo right now. I could even pivot to the top line instead, not hitting the Gobbling. So Colonel attacks the Berry Witch, Abathok kills, and then Abathok also kills the Earthberry. Gives me the ability to throw more ice onto the Goblin. Yeah, I like that. More ice for more hits for more money. Just gonna throw a sword at the Goblin in order to try and not kill it, but in order to try and get another hit on it. Earlier rather than later. Queen Globbery is gonna do 15 damage straight to that Woodhead, and no one's going to mind. Get him. Oh, I really, really like this Pooty double strike Abathok with going on, especially because it's on a counter of 3. It's attacking so often. Oh no. The fact that it's attacking so often means that I'm really incentivized to try and get it more access to damage That can be done through treasures, certainly, molten dip, etc. There's a lot. I was about to start trying to list damage up damage up item cards. There's a lot. Let's just say there are more. Getting a charm, a frozen traveler, and then a woolly snail, where I probably spend 80 on a crown, and then I have 48 left over, possibly to buy something else. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Scrap charm! Add a scrap health. I'm probably not gonna immediately throw that on the wood head, but it's possible I do in the future. Fire Fist, Wort, and Tiny Tycho. Wort makes a lot of sense right now. Add some poison to the deck that already has a little bit of poison synergy. Another card that really wants to be played alongside Pooty, possibly getting another stack of Frenzy. Attacks aimlessly, the ability to target the back line. Yup. Come along for the ride, Wort, please. Definitely Loki's got to be taken out of that party. And the woolly snail, what do you have for us? Add Noomlin to a card in your hand. Consumelin. It's also a grabber. Noomlin yank. Add Noomlin to a card in your hand. Possibly put that on the Spore Pack. Love that. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take your crown. No need to get too fancy with this. This is pretty much everything I wanted it to be. Alright, boss, I don't think you're ready for us. Okay, with the 4 teeth on the porcupine in the top line, you're a little bit ready for us, maybe. I don't love that. I already know how to start this one off, and it's a Spore Pack on the top line. Makoko attacks. Doesn't kill. Makoko attacking Pooty this turn will kill, however. And I Flame Water Abatoth, so that they're ready to possibly take out Porcupine in response. And then they do. Lovely. Yeah. I'm gonna throw Wort onto the bottom line to possibly poison Makoko here. Infinoco is currently intending rather to attack the front line for 3 damage each. If I Snowstick Makoko, I can keep them frozen until Abatoth can kill them. And get... Oh gosh! Porcupine on the top line with Barrage and Smackback, and I've just used both of my Frost Sticks. Ooh. Not thrilled about that. Gonna drop Colonel out on the field, get myself some more health support. So Abatoth is about to kill Makoko, in doing so gain a block. Wort then throws out some poison. If one of them goes against Infinoco, Infinoco will never act again. I definitely need to get Noomlin on Sunrod here. Get him! Infinoco splits, unfortunately losing all of their poison, but alas. Colonel can be blocked by the Frost, or the Frostinger rather can be blocked by Colonel here in order to give 3 block to the line behind. You know, I'm gonna get Wort. And put down Woodhead. Get Wort to attack this round is going to be the conclusion of that sentence. Yeah, Porcupine on the top line intends to attack with Barrage and Smackback. In doing so, they're going to just attack the Woodhead, and then Infinoco is just going to attack Colonel. Bit of Flame Water for Abatoth. Increase the range at which they can get their shielding. And Cycle. One of the big reasons it was important to increase the range that Abatoth can get their shielding is because the Porcupine has 6 health and has Barrage Smackback. So I know that in order to prevent that Smackback, I'm looking to snow the target. Although I guess if I kill the target outright, I can also prevent it. So, I didn't know I was going to draw Flame Water, but I knew that Snow Sticks were coming up soon, because I'd just thrown them away ages ago. Infinoco on the top line. I mean, yeah, if you're not going to be killing anyone this round, more than happy to take this hit. I honestly probably just throw Colonel back into the deck after this. So next round I know that Infinoco is dying, so what I want to do this round is try and guarantee that Frostinger joins them. So I'm just going to throw a Scrappy Sword. So Infinoco is going to attack for 4, Colonel's going to attack for 3, taking out Frostinger, and then Abatoth attacks Infinoco. I'll throw a Scrappy Sword against the Snow Gobbler in the back line, but I don't think it's going to matter at all. Got him. Again, not that many in terms of the blings. But the combination's, you know, solid. It's probably more important to lower the redraw bell counter so I can get back to Noomlin at a small deck size right now. You know, if you're going to force me to go to the Muncher, I'm not going to be sad about it. I'm gonna throw 1 Scrappy Sword, 2 Scrappy Sword. The final Scrappy Sword might be the one we use to take out the Frost Guardian in order to get that achievement as well. Alas, here I can only choose to take the Lumen Goop. Alright, Charmer. Oh, that's value. Pinch Charm, gain draw 2 on kill. The thing is, we don't. Ooh, no, Abatoth does draw, does kill rather. Ooh, there's also the Shroom Charm, apply 1 poison. So I could increase the amount of poison that Wort's applying, I could increase the amount of poison that the Spore Pack is applying. Both of those are pretty appealing, but Pinch Charm, giving us the ability to draw 2 on kill. And then we also have a unit that we're already incentivized to give as many kills as possible. I love it. And it was exactly as much money as I had. If anything were going to be a sign, surely that would be it. I'm gonna get Colonel out immediately so that I can get some block for free. Now I just have to hope that Colonel doesn't get the double hit here. Against these enemies, I'm still probably gonna focus on the Flame Water. Wort got it, that's good. Let's buff Abatoth there. Wait, Grog's gonna get hit 3 times here? 4 times here? So they'll be ready to act next round? That's not good. I can't just put a Woodhead in front of them at that time, though. What's either that, or I'm heavily poisoning this target and not really getting that much benefit out. I'm gonna preset up the Woodhead for later. Poison the heck out of that Makoko. Colonel will kill that Makoko this turn as well. Let's cycle. Ooh, I'm back to my Noomlin. My only 2 remaining cards right now are the Spore Pack and Flame Water. If I cast 1 more card this turn, then that card would also be remaining, but if, like, the card I cast was Sunrod, Makoko strikes Abatoth for 3, Abatoth attacks back for 5, and then at the end of the round, enough poison damage is taken. Okay, no, so Abatoth is not even going to score the kill in that instance. Scrappy Sword Grog. By Makoko. Neither of those Makoko actually intending to do damage. Now, I'm going to freeze this Grog, which Abatoth will now have the ability to respond to by killing. Makoko on the top line does have Smackback, which could be a problem. So maybe I should Snow Stick that Makoko on the top. Abatoth gets a block and draws us some cards. Some poison to shed up on that top line. Yeah, I'm not getting... This is not a deck that's great for combo killing. Certainly. I could get another kill for Abatoth up here on the top line by using the Sunrod right now. Draws us some more cards. Let's do it. In doing so, we get Flame Water. It feels like Colonel should go back into the deck now, and then I could even cycle to get Colonel back into my hand immediately if that's what I wanted to do. I'm gonna cycle Colonel into the deck, and try and draw him back into my hand immediately. Ooh, we do get Flame Water again as well. Lovely. I will be freezing the Goblin to try and get more money out of them and more combo kills, etc, etc. Okay. How do I eventually deal with King Moko? I guess I could try and just get enough instances of block on Abatoth. Just get Colonel out for some health. Lot of poison on that top line. I definitely want the Goblin and the Pepper Witch behind it down, so I'll take this strike. There you go, feel free to take some of my shields away. I'll get one of them back, as well as draw some cards here. Gonna have to cycle, I think, at this point. There's Flame Water, so now I have the ability to take a target out by itself. So I can take 4 damage to Colonel on the top line, Makoko hits my block, and then Abatoth just murders Makoko in response. Again, not many combos at all. Alas. Yeah, Grog intends to do 6 damage to a target that's not here, basically, at that point. I think I should just freeze Makoko on the top line. Buy myself a wee bit of extra time. Use a Spore Pack on the bottom line as well, which will kill Moko Head. And then we have Makoko on the top line that dies to a single sword. Abatoth kills Grog on the bottom line to draws 2 more cards. Yeah, and now I can stop King Moko from having a turn for a moment with a Snow Stick this round. Poison you up a bunch, and then I've got another Snow Stick for you this round. And if I finalize by Sun Rotting Abatoth, I can strike King Moko down instantly. Great! Whew. Pretty good battle. Pretty textbook, I think, right there. Gnome Traveler, eh? Over just a over a normal selection? Doesn't sound so great to me. Peppering. Apply 2 spice in barrage. Whenever an ally is healed, apply equal spice or Pombum. 5 damage to all undamaged enemies. 5 damage to all undamaged enemies is large. It's very good. It's a very good card to have to start a new respawn. When an ally is healed. Like, peppering would just be +6 damage on Wort once, basically. I'm gonna take the Pombum. See if I can use that to get more multi-kills here. Definitely gotta be the charm on the top line. I'd rather not go to the Gnome Traveler right now. Hog Charm. Gain Hog-Headed and +7 HP. Not being able to return Colonel to our hand, but giving them 15 health by base, I think is definitely worth it here. Gonna want ways to heal them on board anyway. None of which I'll find right now, but there is a mobile campfire as well as a Molten Dip and a Bite Box. Molten Dip, increase damage by 2 in Barrage and Consume, so that's a really good way to get Abatoth and Wort both to get a really useful damage increase for them. Mobile Campfire, while active, add +3 damage to allies in the row. It really feels like Molten Dip's significantly better than that in this instance for us, and Bite Box, when hit, deal equal damage to the attacker. Yeah, it's Molten Dip. I don't even think I cycle any of my opening cards. I think I just play Molten Dip when I get Molten Dip. Foodie's going to be destroyed very quickly by Grumble, thankfully. Unfortunately, this top line is going to be a nuisance for us. I'm going to pop down Colonel. Oh, Smog has Smack Back as well. So rude. Undamaged enemies at the moment, so I'm going to Pombum for 5 damage to all of them, because that's really worthwhile. What got it? So if Wort attacks the back line 2 times here, I just lose Wort. I can't lose Wort in this fight and then proceed to win. I'm gonna need the poison damage. I have to throw Wort back into the deck, unfortunately. And then I know that Abatoth could hit Smog in the back line and then get smacked back, in which case Abatoth would immediately die, so the only way to prevent that is by Snow Sticking Smog right now. Thankfully, this does leave Smog in a position where they'll die very quickly. I'm gonna throw Molten Dip on the top line. Sure, we miss Wort, but this is significantly more important. I need Marrow dead as soon as possible as well, but now I don't have to worry about being on the wrong side of the ability to aim there. I think I also generally just need some damage for the bottom line, so I'm going to get ready for a Spore Pack. Grumble intends to do 2 damage to Colonel in the top line, and then Abatoth will respond by doing 5 damage to Marrow. If I throw a Scrappy Sword first, I can get a kill there, as well as get a shield and draw 2 on kills, cycling myself into the new deck, getting Wort. Nice. Pawpaw's about to attack for 1, not be hit, not gain smack back. Other Pawpaw, cool, same. I'm gonna get Wort to gain some defense off of the back of this. Some shell. In fact, I'm looking to Snow Stick Gobbling to keep it around. Colonel kills in response. Hello, Mojo. Well, I'm aimless again. Pombum represents a lot of damage on board right now. One of the problems is that it actually gets Morjor to attack also. And I want Abatoth to strike on the top line if possible here. Alright, Pombum. Abatoth kills one on the top line, draws 2 cards, all the jazz. Wort strikes Morjor 3 times. I just wasn't expecting it to strike Morjor 3 times. Frankly, I didn't think that was gonna... Okay. But it did. That's fine. I can deal with that. Throw the Spore Pack on the bottom line, which, of course, triggers another trigger when hit. So I could take 2 damage to the enemies here in order to freeze Gobbling. Yeah, I'll do that. Get 4 more out of Gobbling, please. Also gonna force the cycle early right now. Really? No, I'm gonna Snow Stick Morjor. That's pretty essential, actually. Okay, so Abatoth kills Pawpaw, and then Colonel kills Smog. We get to take both. Well, hopefully, those are the 2 that get targeted in the order that they get targeted. But it's possible that Colonel strikes, or rather, Abatoth strikes Smog, and then Colonel strikes Pawpaw because of the aimlessness at the moment. Thankfully, that wasn't the case for us. So we get to keep Colonel around, and then Morjor also dies of poison. 3-time kill combo. We do have Wort damaged, unfortunately, but could be a lot worse. More money before I go to the Woolly Snail, or more card removal? More card removal is going to tempt me to get that Scrappy Sword out of the deck, but I do think it's pretty unlikely I managed to line up the Scrappy Sword anyhow. I'm going to go for the Charm, I think. Really? Removal of more cards from the deck is really good? Gets me back to my Noomlin stuff constantly. Every time I draw, I basically get back to exactly the right stuff. Although, if I put Lumen on Abatoth and give them the ability to get 2 shield per kill and draw 2 per kill, that'll be pretty ridiculous. I'm gonna go for the Charm on the top line. What do you got, buddy? Come on, make my run. Snowball Charm. Apply 1 Snowball Charm. Apply 1 snow. The fact that Wort often has been dealing with the fact that, you know, when they strike a unit, the unit strikes back, or the unit has some sort of a smackback trigger because, you know, aimlessly Wort has to strike. Giving them the ability to provide snow to the field seems very, very useful. Alright, Woolly Snail. Obviously, you've got the Lumen that I have to buy. Maybe it can be fixed. There's our Lumen Vase. Gotta get a crown, probably put that on the Lumen Vase. I'll figure exactly what we're doing with that later, but that's for the moment. Scrap pile, add a scrap. Still not really enthused about that at all. Oh, I could be one short for buying a second charm and still get away with it right now, so let's do that. I'm gonna buy one charm and then another. Reduce damage by 2, weakness charm. Alright. There are some cards that, you know, have damage that you don't want to actually have damage. But not that many of them. Reduce counter by 1, Sun Charm. That's gotta go on Abathov. Just constantly churning through the enemies. Man, I really wanted damage here. I feel quite let down, frankly. You know, because of that, I'm gonna take the crown off of Pooty, and I'm gonna put it on Molten Dip. And go to the boss. So what I'm looking for is Abathov go out on field, Wort go out on field, Lumen Vase, the Molten Dip, increasing damage by 4 to both of those units. Gotta get my units that actually do things out first. If I use a scrappy sword, I can get Abathov to draw here. Yes. Gonna need to get Pooty on the field. And then Noomlin the Sun Rod. Unfortunately, the Shroom Gobbler has gotten a decent amount of damage, but I can block that with just Pooty's death. And then each of the truffles strikes one of the targets. That's also fine. That purple on the top line could be a bit of an annoyance, though. I'm gonna Sunrod Wort to see if I can take out... Nice! There goes the purple. And we even froze the Shroom Gobbler, so now we only have to take 4 damage against the bottom line against Abathov. I really need Abathov to have more damage, but do I want to cycle first? Lumen Vase is a really good pickup right now. Possibility of getting Lumen Vase on... Yep, on Pooty right before they die. Why don't you give 2 Frenzy to a random ally instead, Pooty? I went on Colonel. Ugh. Oh well, sometimes these have to go on Colonel. Shroom Gobbler intends to do 8 damage on the top line, is then going to get killed for it. I'm gonna just pomb him. Alright, Wort. You sniped both the backliners. Well done, Wort. That's exactly what I wanted you to do. Let's get a Woodhead out on the field just so I have the ability to block something if I find it atrocious and requiring block. Lumen Vase on Sunrod to count down by 4 would be kind of fun, but I don't need it at all. Abathov, I'm gonna have you gain more per kill. 12 damage against Colonel. Maybe slightly too much. I'm gonna freeze one of the truffles to prevent that full trigger from going off here. Alright, Abitoth. You can kill, gain 2 shield, draw us 4 cards here. Love it. Now, if I drop the Pombum, immediately I would get a triple kill? That's also not too different as to what would happen if I, used a lot of other cards at this point in time instead. Okay, let's have a look. Let's science something. If I Sunrod Abitoth, does this hit the discard pile in time to get drawn by the effect of I killed so many? Yes, it does. I Sunrod Abitoth. Sunrod Abitoth now. 3x kill combo. Then I Sunrod Colonel, who splits that truffle. Unfortunately, this isn't going to be enough split for me to get my super ultra 5-time kill right now. Alas. I Pombum, taking out another one. That's a 4-time combo right there, though. That's still pretty good. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Let's give some more damage to Abitoth, who's just gonna happily and handily block that. Give that one a wee cycle. Let Colonel allow this truffle to split. Then if I freeze Abitoth, and Spore Pack, I'm... I was hopeful I was going to be able to get more than 2 kills there, but I'll take the 2. We draw another card, obviously. Time to get to Wort. Charm Merchant on the top line. The ability to choose specific charms right now, like the final charm for Abitoth, would be really impactful. While active, add 2 damage to the items in your hand, explode 8. Smackback. Gain Smackback's ridiculous. Gain 3 on kill, also quite good. Truffle Charms, also really good. Apply 3 poison, but have 2 less health. Gain Smackback on Abitoth. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then I want the Truffle Charm for Wort, who's now applying 5 poison. Thanks, Charm Merchant, that was incredible. Whee. I've got to remember, Smackback after the enemy has haze is actually not good. Booty can block against one of them at least. I'm gonna Noomlin the Sunrod because of how effective it was last time. booty to take out one of the effects on the top line there. I'm going to Sunrod Abattoth in order to draw cards and gain some shield. So what I'm looking to do ideally is get back to the Lumen Vase and put that on Abattoth now. Sooner rather than later would be better. Let's get Flame Water on Abattoth in the meantime. Better smack back from them. Obviously, Colonel's gonna have to go at some point this fight. That crab's aimless, so after it strikes the booty on the top line, it's gonna possibly kill Wort. I don't want that to happen. I'm gonna put Abattoth on the top line, actually, and then Pombum the enemies. The idea here is to try and see if I can get, Abattoth to get the smackback kill right now, which it does. Lumen Vase on Abattoth. So we land our 2-ton kill combo there, and then if I Sunrod Abattoth, I can get another attack. And then if I cycle, I could just draw back into Sunrod. Actually, yeah, let's cycle, drawing back into Sunrod, and put Abattoth on the top line and get you to kill. See draws. I'm just gonna get Wort to attack faster now. And drop a Woodhead, thinning that card ultimately out of our deck. By Burster. Hello, Numbskull. What are you gonna do? All the block does make it quite difficult to get many kills in a row in this fight. Alright, fine. I'm gonna Lumen Vase Wort. This has been correct for a little period of time so far, but I didn't want to have the... I don't know. It seems cooler to try and get Abattoth to do all this stuff. Anyway. Let's cycle. That's actually really funny. I'm gonna kill the crawler on the bottom line. Get some poison on the top line. Thanks for the card draw! Crab on the top line with 31 poison on. Let me just quickly clear that one for you. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna snow stick the Burster on the top line, making sure I don't actually have to deal with them. I would like this to remain single player, please. Get down. Cycle until Wort has the ability to attack again. And that'll be all they wrote about the Numbskull. 60 poison. Okay, it ticked down to 59 at the very end, but it was 60 for a period, and then it killed the enemy. It was gross. Another copy of Molten Dip. Dupe a card in the deck. Dupe an item specifically in the deck as well. I don't know, I am feeling more like going south. Woodhead can take 2 hits for us, which is nice. I don't really want to remove the Snow 6 from the deck. Like, I'm not really good at ramping my damage out of control, but I can ramp my control out of control pretty quickly, and I can ramp my poison out of control pretty quickly. Largely, Wort with 10 poison and 1 with the Lumen Vase applied to them is pretty important to the strategy that I'm going to have to run in the final fight. I could just take the Scrappy Sword out of the deck. Pombum's also about to get really bad, so that'd be 2 things I could remove. Yeah, I'm going to do it. One of the big reasons to go for this as well is, ooh, Demon Heart. Apply Demon Eyes. It's also, it targets the target, right? So it would count for a quote-unquote hit against Colonel. There's also Blaze Tea, adds Frenzy, increases counter by 1 consume. And a Crown. Yeah, I gotta take both of those. Giving Frenzy by default to Abatoth here is ridiculous. Let's put that on Woodhead. Let's go visit the Muncher. And with the poison and items that we have in the deck, it's very unlikely we were able to use the Scrappy Sword to take out the final boss in the way we would have liked. And Pombum, you have done more than enough. It is time to retire. Alright, Eye of the Storm time. I definitely need that damage first and foremost, so Molten Dip. Colonel will block seems very impactful. Although I do kind of just want to cycle right now in order to get Pooty out soon. And the Sunrod, with possibility of Noomlining the Sunrod. Let's throw a Snow Stick on Sneasel, slow down its actions by a bit. I prefer Abatoth to have the possibility of killing here. Gonna throw a Snow Stick on Big Berry. Yep. So I Noomlin the Sunrod now. Pooty goes out next round. Seven damage, 10 damage. Barrage from Ballard. Throw a Sunrod on Abatoth here on the bottom line, taking out Big Berry, getting myself some draw and some block. And then I can even have 10 of that blocked here. I can even use another Lumen Vase on Abatoth now, in order to get them ready to start smacking back. And if I cycle... There we go. I can get Abatoth to kill Blood. Unfortunately, that won't count as a kill, so I don't think I'm going to draw the 4 here. Annoyingly. I do really need to increase my damage on board. So Sneasel does 7 to Colonel, then Frost Guardian does 2. It's just, unfortunately, Abatoth can't kill Sneasel yet. Just have to wait a wee bit longer. I'm gonna freeze the Uber Bear in the back line to try and make it less likely that I need to actually take the Frosted as offering. Wort might even be able to do that. Let's put a Woodhead down on the bottom line to block the Grizzle. Abatoth draws 4 cards for us. Thanks, Abba. Currently, it looks like Wort is going to die. About to gain some Frost on the top line. Am I okay with that? It's all I can really do if I force Abba to attack this turn. Get Abba close to attacking, and then I'm going to cycle. Drawing back into the same card. I'm gonna get Abba to kill the Uber Bear on the top line. Isn't capable of following up because of the Frost. I'll get Wort ready, and then freeze Porcupine to prevent them from killing Wort. Wort kills them back in response instead. Happily cycle this turn, drawing us back to a point where Wort can just remove targets from the field, pretty much. Oh man, as it turns out, maybe I would have been able to kill the Frost Guardian with the Scrappy Sword. Oh! Alas. Come on, strike Abatoth. Oh, you triggered the smack back. Sorry, buddy. Should've known better than that. Now, the smackback doesn't even continue. Okay. I figured it was going to continue until going through the top line to kill the enemy, but it didn't, which is fine. The problem is Abatoth doesn't do anything unless they can kill, and they can't really kill super well without a lot of setup. Blaze T might not need to be in my opening hand. Pooty might. Alright, Heart of the Storm. Pooty blocks a hit as well as draws us cards. We can see in 2 turns' time, both the Frost Junker and the Crusher are going to be attacking, and then in 4 turns' time, the Frost Junker, the Crusher, and Frost Bomber are all going to be attacking, so I have to have a plan for dealing with that. Putting people on different lines later with a Woodhead would be really nice. As much as I want the extra damage from the Molten Dip right now, I do feel like if I don't just give the extra damage to Wort, I lose. You know, Molten Dip probably shouldn't have even been in this opening hand if this is the way that I was going to be managing it, but I play Molten Dip on the top line, and then I Lumen Vase Wort. or applying 10 poison. This has to be Noomlin on the Sunrod. Okay. So now Colonel can go on the top line, which will give some additional block to Abatov. A lot of control over the field by by placing another unit here. Of course, I don't do that yet, as Wort needs to throw out a whole mess of poison there. 2 against the Frost Jailer. That's really good. Oh, Abatov did get the frenzy from that. Love to see it. Woodhead's got to go down in 2 rounds' time. Do I want to use it early? I'm gonna Blaze Tea Wort. And then a Woodhead for the bottom line will take the Frost Crusher and Frost Bomber's attacks. Frost Junker at the back line attacks Colonel, giving Abatov a response. Cycle. Ooh, Sunrod on Abatov does get a kill now. And then draw cards, as well as giving the ability to start reorganizing my units on board, should I want. I really do like the idea of preventing some of these aimless triggers on the top line, so I'm going to get Wort to attack right now and start cooling down their counter for the next round. And I will Snow Stick the Frost Crusher on the bottom line, and then the Frost Muncher in the next round to prevent any attacks then. Will I? I could just let Abatov take that hit and then respond. It destroys the rightmost card in my hand. So if I used Flame Water here, I would probably not be too sad about that. Lose Spore Barrage. So Frost Lancer on the top line is currently intending to do 18 damage and then disappear, but if I Snow Stick you, you'll do 7 damage and then disappear. We're again in the position where the Sunrod just gets Abatov a free kill and then they reload to do it again. So putting Abatov on the bottom line, they'll only end up taking 5 damage here total. They'll also have the ability to respond against the enemies a bunch of times. It's really nice. Fine. I'm gonna Sunrod Abatov to get an earlier hit out before I then play Flame Water to give you more damage. Because my smackbacks are still pretty severe. Wort just really loves focusing on a single target. Due to the fact that we're winning, though, go for it, Wort! Get him! Let's freeze the Frost Crusher for a turn here. I'd rather it not immediately kill my Abatov. Force the cycle, and we've got the win. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm not gonna risk having counted incorrectly. I'm just gonna throw a Snow Stick at the enemy and then watch them die. Row the lemon base. Captured. That's a pretty clean win if I do say so myself. There wasn't even a single point in that entire run of like, oh, I just lost the game. I unlocked a new charm, gave a little bit of progress towards unlocking a new... what is the Crowns unlocking right now? Crowns is unlocking a companion, I believe. No, that's summoning allies. It's the junk that's looking to unlock. However, we did get Ice Master. Block charm, start with a charge of block. Pretty cool. Especially cool for someone like a Blunky who you intend to throw back into hand in order to be able to come back out and do that again. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Wildfrost. Top left is my series playlist for all my content in the game past, present, and future. YouTube recommendation down below. Screening past the names of the people so journalists supporting the public at patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays that are above the thank you, and a special thanks this episode to Abertoth. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.